Don Harris, before we let you go, anything coming up on News 4? Anything looking ahead to Sports Sunday?
Dude, we are all over the Spurs. We will be there at 5, 6, and 10 live from the AT&T Center today. Sports Sunday, I know, is near and dear to your heart, as is Morgan's Wonderland and Soccer for a Cause.
Yes.
And I'm working on having one of the most influential San Antonians of all time, Henry Cisneros, on Sports Sunday this week to talk more about Soccer for a Cause and why the pro soccer thing in San Antonio cannot be blocked and push down all the roadblocks to make it happen. I think.
Well, and as we speak this hour, Don, over at Alamo Stadium, and it's fascinating because we love the Spurs and Spurs Sports and Entertainment, but they brought in the commissioner or the boss of the the USL, which is a lower division of soccer, and there are those who believe the Spurs are very aggressive behind the scenes trying to stop Gordon Hartman and Soccer for a Cause.
Yep, there are some political things going on. They both want to bring soccer to San Antonio. The question is, I think for San Antonio, is what's the better league? What has a better chance of success? And then the moral question to ask San Antonians is, if the Spurs do it, it's going to mean more money for Peter Holt and the Spurs. If Gordon Hartman does it, it's going to mean that special needs kids from all over the world will be able to come to Morgan's Wonderland as a tourist destination for free. And that place will operate, and that 100% of the proceeds and the profits from any sort of soccer team in San Antonio would go to fund a special needs nonprofit organization, which to me would make it the first pro sports team in history to give its profits away.
Amen.
And so I think that's the question that San Antonio has to ask. The Spurs are the 800-pound gorilla in town, and they are a political machine, and they are powerful. But I think, Dub Ferris, longtime athletic director at Northside, has always said everything that's ever been done is done by mandate, either the federal mandate or Title IX or state mandate or a school board mandate. This is the first thing that's being done by a conscience. And Gordon Hartman is doing this to do the right thing for special needs. And quite honestly, I don't think it's a public relations battle the Spurs can win. I know they'll fight it, but I don't think it's one they can win. And I would be it'd do my heart good to see them back down and say, you know what, this is the right thing to do. But it's business, and they have a right as a business to try to make money. And so they're going to fight their good fight.
And as you know, Don, Gordon Hartman has asked the Spurs many times, and I think he met with them on 5 separate occasions to join him and work with him. And, and God bless them, and we love the Spurs, but the Spurs wanted to, in this case, maximize their profits. And this is America, this is capitalism,
yep.
And you don't begrudge them for that. But as you alluded to eloquently, Don, what is the right thing to do for our city? And Gordon Hartman and Soccer for a Cause is the right thing to do.
Yeah, that's the thing that bothered me about this is Gordon's train is so far down the tracks. I mean, he's got a team, he's got a name, he's got a stadium plan. With this USL, they still got a lot of work to do in Alamo Stadium if they're going to get that thing done. And artificial surface is another thing. I'm not a soccer fan, but the speed of the ball is everything in soccer, I'm told, and natural surface is what you have to have. They want to play on artificial surface. They're a lesser league. But more importantly than that is the Spurs, it seems to me, are a little further away from reality. If they want to do it, it would be 2-3 years down the road. And the political fight is not to get theirs done. It seems to be to stop Gordon's, who's ready to go.
Which is bizarre. And another thing that bothers me about the whole Spurs thing at Alamo Stadium, Alamo Stadium is owned by SAISD, but it holds over 20,000 people. And when you look at the USL attendance numbers, they average across the board, across the nation, 1,500 fans per game. You know how pathetic that is going to look?
That's not going to get you into MLS.
No. When Gordon's playing an expandable stadium that's starting at 5,400 seats and can then expand out as they try to grow it to the MLS makes the most sense.
Yeah. I'm always for, here, tell me what you're doing good on your side. don't tell me why the other guy's plan is bad. The other guy's got a good plan. Don't bash it. Get your ducks in a row and go fight your fight. But don't fight your fight by bringing the other guy down. And I think Gordon's going to, like I said, he's got Red McCombs. He's got Henry Cisneros. He's got Buckner Fanning. He's got
Elf Louise, Harvey Najum, your friend.
Harvey Najum. He's got Letitia Vandepute. And, I mean, Henry is on board. And he is going, I mean, they're going strong after that. This is the right thing to do. And I'll tell you one thing. I'm not very smart, but I'm smart enough to know this. If Red McCombs likes it for sports in San Antonio, that's the plan I'm with.
Don Harris, well put, and I support and applaud you, and I know Jason does as well, for speaking out about this. You did a great extra point on this a number of nights ago. We're late for a break, Don. Thanks so much for taking the time.
All right, bro.
Don Harris, words of wisdom, ESPN 1250 The Zone.
ESPN 1250 The Zone has your tickets to the biggest game of the year. Sunday, February 6th at Jerry's house. Visit 1250zone.com now to register for your tickets. Courtesy of Best Tickets for the best seats to the big game. Or stop by Bjorn's to register. On January 27th, join Chris and Jason from ESPN 1250 The Zone at Bjorn's.